All right, what's up everybody? Wanted to do a quick video on how to do a repair for a Game Boy Advance, non-SP Advance volume knob. So this one I picked up at a local game store, and they had taken it apart and tried to do a couple different things to it, I guess, to just try to see what was going on. It didn't have any sound. Well, I take that back. It did have a little bit of sound, but it was that typical Game Boy Advance, super, super low volume, little tingy sound that it does. Headphones didn't work. I went through and I basically tracked it down to it was the volume knob. So I ordered one off eBay. You know, you get like whatever it is, 5 of them for $10 or whatever. So you have a whole bunch of them, and they say they're for Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, all these different pieces. But the trick is with these Game Boy Advances, if you put that new volume knob on there without doing this particular bit of soldering, you will still have that same sound that you had when it had a bad volume knob in it. So you didn't really gain anything. So there are some instructions out there. I actually found a post on Reddit that linked to some notes on a retro modding site. And then when I got the volume knobs where it came from, it had that on there as well. But basically it says you're going to solder pins 2 and 3 and then 4 and 5 together. You're actually going to bridge them. So I could not find a video showing a picture of this or how this should be done. In fact, it was a little confusing to figure out even which pins were which. But they are number 1, and then 2 and 3 are soldered together with the bridge here, and then 4 and 5 with the bridge here. This particular volume knob was impossible to get off. This system didn't look like it had any battery corrosion until I really kind of got it apart and found that the corrosion had gotten up underneath and had destroyed the volume knob itself. So I actually had to peel the plastic off and then cut through the little disc underneath and just basically destroy the old volume knob, or I would have, I'd show you how I did that, but it was just horrific. So once I got all that cleaned off and ready to go, I just attached this new knob and did the bridge soldering there, and that is all you need to do. I will say make sure you use plenty of flux when you do this, just like you do when you do any kind of soldering. I'm not claiming my soldering is all that great. I'm new to it, but creating a bridge is surprisingly difficult when you're used to doing it down pins when you're repairing other things. So, you know, use plenty of solder, have your braid ready if you do get a little bit on in between these two, but just try to flux it up. Do one, clean everything off, flux it up, do another, and then attach your final pin. And that should get you going. You'll also see some little shots of this close-up as well in the assembly video I'll post as well. Good luck.